Hi, everyone. Welcome to Stamp It Your Way. Yay! Don't you just love this night? It's like my favorite night, just to get together and stamp with you, right?
Yeah, it's a blast.
It's a blast.
Yeah.
It's always fun. It's a little stressful getting us here. We're a little like pull hair out and get a little stressed till we get here, but once we're here, we're good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stress? Forget it.
Do I have any hair left?
For anybody that doesn't know us, I'm Betsy Kreider with Be Creative Stamping. My co-host here this evening is Mary Ellen Stites with Create with M.E. We are always excited to be with you and stamp with you, and we're glad that you're with us. And we hope that you're loving the Stamp It Your Way classes. Remember to please subscribe. That helps us know on that YouTube video. Make sure you hit subscribe so that we know that you're getting these notifications when we are premiering our videos and sharing all of our amazing stamping talents with you. So you want to make sure you're here, right?
Yes.
Confidence, Mary Ellen, confidence. Yes.
No, that's right.
So I wanted to show, we were talking earlier about shirts, so I wanted to show you mine. This is one that demonstrators can now get, this Inspire, Create, Share Stampin' Up t-shirt, showing off my love for my Stampin' Up. And I don't know if it's just demonstrators that can get this. Do you know? I don't remember.
I think it's available to anybody because that's our 35th anniversary shirt. Because
it is 35th. Yeah.
35 years. So
yeah, that's right. That's right. So I believe this is branded merchandise. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just going with the theme here. I'm going with the lemon lime twist.
There you are. Hey.
One of my favorite colors.
I've actually
just going with the theme.
Just going with the theme. You got to be like the necklace and everything. Yes. It's like, how do I wear a crummy? Not a crummy. I wear a t-shirt. She's all dressed up with bling and everything. It's like, whatever.
I got this t-shirt at Walmart, so just be quiet. It's the necklace. It just dresses it up.
It's just dressy. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Well, we are talking about the lemon lime twist. Lemon lime twist is one of the returning colors. It was an old in color that is back. The new catalog is out. Everybody is loving it. If anybody out there does not have the new catalog and you are interested in it, please reach out to me or Mary Ellen, and we would love to mail you one or ship you one or get one to you. Just reach out to us. But lemon lime twist, the blends that she's talking about here, this was one of the free items that you got this month that was included with your kits. Was a set of the lemon lime twist blends. Blends are absolutely the best thing to color with. So we got to love that. Do you want me to, how about I switched over to my desktop and we take a look at what we're playing with tonight? Do you want to do that?
Oh, yeah, that sounds great.
Excellent. Okay. All right, everyone. So we are showing tonight the class this month, or kit, or Stamp It Your Way kit. This month is your Zany Zoo. And I just love these little guys. Oh my gosh, they're the cutest, right? Do you have a favorite character?
I can totally not stop using them. So the more I play with the paper, which even has more characters, little critters, as you like to say, I'm falling more and more in love with them. I didn't think I would, but I absolutely love them. So I don't know what my favorite is. I don't know that the hippo that I'm going to use a little bit later, that one's pretty darn cute.
That one's really cute. That one's really cute. Yeah, I'm going to show you here the paper she's talking about here in a second. There is a die set that goes with this, which is really nice. I love the fact that you can do, and the designer series paper really steals the show here. Because it has all of these different kinds of scenes, depending on what your critters, that's what I like to call them, the little critters are doing. But I love the fact that there are trees in here and balloons, there are clouds, flowers, there's all these different things. Mary Ellen's going to show you a really cool idea here with these curtains. So there's a lot that goes into it. And that's where this paper really kind of shines, right? So here's one of them. Oh my gosh, I would have to say the fox is probably my favorite on this one. I just love that little fox.
That's pretty cute, but look at that anteater. Come
I
on now.
know, right? That little fox is just too cool for school.
Cool. Yeah.
Too cool for school. And then this one so this one's like they're all traveling. This one's like motor, you know, they're all doing the motor thing. And then this one is like the birthday party one, right? They're all headed off to a birthday party. The elephant, the little raccoon, the little dog, right? Armadillo. Is that an armadilla or an armadillo? How do you say that?
Dillo. I think
Dillo. Yeah, there you
armadillo.
go. I was wrong on both.
Yeah, that's what I like about the paper is each one's like a different, like there's an outdoor and a
Yep.
hobby paper and a moving, moving paper with the bike and stuff and then
Exactly.
music. So it's cute.
This is going to be us in a week. In a week, this is going to be us, and we are going to be chilling because we are headed off into the Stamp It Up incentive trip, and we both need a vacation.
Yes, they're actually watching this and we're already gone, right?
Yes, exactly. We are already gone. Yes. Yes, we need to with vacation, baby. All right. And then so there's this one with the art and the cooking and all that. Then there's the dancing one. That's the one where you were talking about the hippo, right?
Yeah, I'm using that one
Cute.
a lot. So cute. I
That
mean,
is
and
so
then,
cute.
oh, there's a moose or a deer or something, and that one's cute too.
Yeah. And then here is the music one with the little turtle and the little frog playing the flute and the little beaver with the bongos.
So cute.
Right. And then I think the last one is the outdoor one, right? If I can get it to come out of my packet. Ah, there it goes.
There's a skunk and a pig.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's the outdoor one with little he's catching butterflies. Isn't it cute?
Yeah, it's so cute.
All right. So one of the things that we wanted to let you know, and I'm going to feature this one here real quickly, because this is the one that I'm going to show you on the card that I'm doing first. When you get your paper, we've included a half a pack of paper in your kit, and it's cut at 12 by 6, right? So we're going to cut this right down the middle. So you might not get like multiples of whatever character we're using, but there are so many characters in here that you can kind of pick and choose, right, Mary Ellen? You can kind of pick and make it your own.
Yes, for sure. There's so many. I don't think anyone's going to have a problem finding a cute character to put on their cards. No,
I think so. Exactly. I don't think so either. So you get a half a pack of this designer paper. You get a pack of the blends. And we've also included a half pack of the classic matte dots. These matte dots are great. You get white, vanilla, a gray, and a black. And I'm going to show you a trick on making those a color that you want them to be. Okay. So that's what comes in your packet. Are we ready to do some stamping?
let's do it.
All right. Let me get rid of that. Okay. So the first card that we're going to do tonight is this little guy. He is so cute. He's like cruising right along there, coming out for the birthday party. So like I said, you can change this out. You don't have to use the alligator. You could do something different. So for this one, you're going to need, oh, by the way, let's talk about this quickly. If you don't like the color, guess what? You don't have to, right?
Yeah.
This designer series paper is doing it for you. So the dies are going to cut out that little critter for you. Some of these have dies and some don't. Like the little bunny doesn't have a die, but you can easily just fussy cut that. But some of these have dies and you don't have to color at all because the designer series paper is already done for you.
So you have to decide what you like. Do you like the color or do you like the fussy cut?
Right, right. And if you like a little bit of both, like you could color in the bunny if you wanted to. So you can make the bunny a different color, but you don't have to. It's just got a little spotlight of color. So that's the nice thing about it. So you're going to die cut an alligator from your designer series paper, or you can stamp it because there is a stamp in this set of the alligator that you can then stamp that on a piece of paper and cut that out. What I did with mine is I did cut that out of my designer series paper right there.
A crocodile? I'm just kidding.
Is it? I don't know.
No,
I
I'm just,
thought about that when I
I'm
said
just
it. I was like,
joking.
is that a crocodile or is it an alligator?
I'm just joking. I
I
couldn't help.
just like the fact that I've made him a boy with a basket full of flowers on his bike.
Oh, he's taking the flowers. That could be a Mother's Day card. He's taking the flowers to his
He
mom.
is. To me, he's a little boy. I don't know why, but to me, he's a boy.
I think we went through that with the playing in the rain too. Boy, girl.
Boy, girl, right? My critters tend to be boys. I don't know why. Okay. So what I have, look, you're making me drop stuff on the floor. Oh, let me lean down. Okay. So what I have here is I do have an alligator crocodile cut out with the dies. He's ready to go. But what you want to do also is you want to take for your designer series paper on the back. The other thing about the DSP is that all the backs are black and white patterns.
That's
So
my
you can,
favorite thing. I love that. I love black
right?
and white paper.
You can make it so much your own of what you want to do. Now, what I did was I picked 4 patterns and I then cut out these strips that you're going to do this for your packet. You're going to cut out these strips, which are 1 by 3 inch. So you want to pick out 2 blacks, 2 whites primarily. You can pick out anything that you like, but you need 4 strips of 3 by 1 or 1 by 3 inch so that you can create this little fun background.
Would you recommend that they cut out their critters that they want for their cards first and then use the scrap for that?
Probably that's a really good idea because you always have along the edge, right? So or
Right.
even if and I'm going to show you a trick here with the edge here in a second, but you know how like if you go along the edge, you don't have anything here, like all I'm getting is the tail half or something like that. So definitely try to, like she said, pick and choose. Like along the top, I might want to cut off like the 1/2 inch, but if it's going to cut into one of your alligators, you might want to cut that first.
Right.
Good tip. Good tip. Okay. You also have in your packet a piece of the new Pebbled Path, which is one of the new in colors, one of my favorite in colors, because everybody knows I love a gray, a black, a brown, or a neutral.
That's
So
my
notes-
favorite too, believe it or not. It's definitely my favorite.
It
Income.
is so pretty. It's like a brownie gray kind of thing. Yeah, I love it, right? So you have your cardstock, you have there's a piece of that's going to be where our greening's going to go. This card's going to go together really fast. I am using Pebbled Path ink for this, a little bit of ink. And I also used a little bit of the blends. And here's what I did was I just thought he needed a little bit to kind of blend him in. So I thought I wanted to color in his tires. It's not a big deal. Do you need to do it? Probably not. But I just felt like his little tires needed to have some color as well.
Well, sometimes it's all about the details.
Correct, right? And I want it to kind of match. And I just colored out of the lines, which is what happens whenever you're on camera. But the nice thing is I can use a little color lifter for anybody that doesn't use this on a regular basis. Remember that your color lifter is your friend. So if you color out of the lines, just use your color lifter to kind of push that ink back in there. And you can see that it does that. It just kind of pushes it right back where it needs to go. There we go.
Perfect.
All right. So I'm going to fold my card base. Am I close enough for everybody to see, or do you feel like I need to zoom in a little bit?
I thought about having you zoom in because I couldn't see your little alligator, but actually it's not too bad. I don't know how hard it would be for you to do it. So
I don't think it'd be too hard. Just give me 1 second. We're on the fly here. So let me see if I can just zoom in. I'm either going to massively zoom in or it won't zoom in enough. How's that? Is that a little better?
yeah, that's good.
How about that? That's a little better. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to arrange my designer series paper on the front. There's no right way or wrong way to do this. You're just kind of creating a background. So I kind of get an idea of where I want them to be. And then I start to just adhere. And again, I like to use that liquid glue because the liquid glue gives me just that little bit of extra time to kind of play and scooch them around where I want them to go. There's no right way or wrong way to do this. Nice and easy, right? Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. I'm the master overthinker, right? Kind of get an idea of where your sides are. Boom, done, easy. All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to stamp the greeting. And I did use happy birthday to you on this one. but you could change it out to one of the other greetings. You're too wonderful or something like that. I always stamp on my scrap paper first just to make sure. And then I'm gonna go about right there. Happy birthday to you. Easy, right?
You.
And then what I want to do is this is going to get popped up with some dimensionals. And I want to put this on the front. I'm going to have that going right across like that. Now what I want to do is I want to put my alligator on there so that he's riding right along to bring those wishes to you. And I did pop him up as well. Now he really only needs like right here in the body because that's about the area that's hitting this paper. So I'm going to put him. That looks good. How's that look? Does that look good?
So cute. So cute.
All right. Now, what I want to do with my classic dots is I have a couple extra like miscellaneous pieces here. So I'm going to use this one, but I'm going to open this up just so you can kind of see it a little better from the back. You see that? So I'm using the vanilla dots because I had a lot of vanilla ones left over. I'd used the white on another project, but I had these vanillas and I thought, well, I can still color those. So I like to use, when I'm coloring in a gem or a rhinestone or anything like that with the blends, one thing that I do is I try to save my blends that have like a really bad tip. So, because sometimes this can like ruin your tips a little bit. So if you have one that is kind of rough, then use that one and save that one for coloring these items. But I also tend to use the dark versus the light because I want a more vibrant color. So in this case, I'm going to color one of the larger size, and then I'm going to color two of the smaller ones. And I'm just using my marker to color those in. And I kept waiting a second or two, letting that dry a little bit, and then came back in and added a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more until I got the brightness or the darkness that I wanted those to be.
And you cannot do that with your Stampin' Write markers, right, Betsy?
That is correct. So Stampin' Write markers, let me show this a little bit better. So Stampin' Write markers, they are a water-based marker. So a water-based marker is just gonna like rub off. It's not really good. It's not a permanent ink, whereas alcohol ink is more permanent. So you can actually color right on these with your blends, but it's the opposite when you're stamping. So let's say that I want to color him in or have an outline of him. I don't want to use my blends for that. Because if I color this, then essentially what I just did was colored my stamp. It doesn't transfer because it's just permanent. So it's going right onto the stamp. So for coloring on a stamp, I want to use my water base, but when I want to, or my Stampin' Write markers, but when I'm coloring on gems or something like this, I want to use my blends. Does that help?
Yes, perfect.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so what I want to do here is I'm going to pull off a couple of black ones. It's a little black and a little green always go together. So I'm going to do a little black one up here, and I'm going to do one over here. And then I'm going to come in and pull in my new green ones I just made and make those. And I did it in 5s. So I did 5 because they always say that you should do odd numbers, right? It's always better. It's more eye appealing to go in odds than it is in evens. Look how cute and how easy and fast that card came together, right?
I'll be making a lot of those.
It's so easy. Now, the trick here that I wanted to show you is with this designer series paper, what happens is that you do get like a partial critter, right? You only get part of it. You don't get the whole thing. Well, I've got the front of it. So why not cut that out and put that in the inside?
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Right? So why let him go to waste? Use my die. I don't even have to fussy cut him. Use my die, cut that out, and then use that for your inside.
Perfect.
Easy, 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 easy. So there is my first card. I didn't die cut another ones because you can see how that works. So you're just going to die cut another alligator, or what you can do is you can stamp him. And I did stamp him for on the cover of the, I did do that for the envelope. And I didn't color him. He doesn't need any color. I guess I could put some, maybe make his flowers pink or something like that, but you don't have to. It's good just the way it is, right?
That's right.
Yay, card number 1 done. All right, so nice and easy. Let me move that out of the way before I stick my hand in it. Okay, card number 2. Card number 2 is using this little raccoon. Okay, so we're going to use the little raccoon. You do need the raccoon die. Okay, but you're also going to want to have this little flower die. You're going to need that as well. Now, as well as this little curtain, this little scallop. It's a fun little thin scallop that you need. You need this, this, this. And what I brought in also is we are pre-die cutting for you the deckled rectangles. So there's a couple deckled, oh my gosh, say that 3 times fast. Deckled rectangles. That could be really scary. Watch what I'm saying there. And then I also used a different greeting because remember, this is stamp it your way, right? You make it your way. You don't necessarily have to do what we're doing, and we would love to see what you're creating. So on this card, instead of using a greeting from the Zany Zoo, I just felt like it needed to be like a baby card. So here is, so I'm using the Charming Sentiments for mine. It's so tiny, so precious. And then Babies Are a Blessing is the one that I'm using. But you don't have to, and I might show you how to do that differently. So let me get this all out of the way here. And you know something, Mary Ellen? I did not pre-die cut a raccoon.
I've got one here. Do you want it?
Yeah, can you hand that over to me? Because actually I did, yeah, I did not pre-die cut. Okay, so the card we're doing, the second card we're doing is this little guy. I just think he's so cute, right? Oh my gosh, look how cute he is.
I love them.
Isn't that cute? And I just thought that was such a cute baby card. So I wanted to show you what you get it with this one. So with this one, you're getting your lemon lime twist, matches Mary Ellen's shirt. You're getting your lemon lime twist card base. There's a piece of the new bubble bath, which I keep wanting to call bubble gum, but it's not, it's bubble bath. Bubble bath piece that you're gonna cut, and that's what you're gonna cut with this little scallop, okay, to get this piece for the front. So you'll get that. You'll have pre-cut die for you, pre-die cut for you, the 2 deckled rectangles. So there's going to be one, and this is one of my new favorite new colors, is this lemon lolly. Oh my gosh, isn't it beautiful?
I love that color.
Lemon lolly, bubble bath, and lemon lime twist. Look how those colors all go together. You're also going to have a white deckled. There's a piece of scrap paper for you for doing a greeting. And then I went ahead and also cut out the raccoon. I went ahead and stamped with the Memento ink and went ahead and die cut the raccoon out. And then you have designer series paper. Now your designer series paper, I'm using the floral pattern. And what I did was I cut this and I colored all of these little guys in. See that? So it's coming black and white, but I'm going to color it in using my bubble bath blends. So, and I just randomly picked. So I went through with the bubble bath and just randomly picked flowers. I didn't think about it. I just went wherever my little marker went. That's what I colored in. And I just kept coloring in these little guys. Now you don't have to do this. You could do it differently. Then once I got like so many of them done with the bubble bath, I went in with the lemon lolly, and I did the same thing. How easy is that, right? Added in some of the, once I got those colored, then I came in with the lemon lime twist, and I just colored in the little leaves of what I needed those to be. So I'm not going to waste all your time doing that. You can kind of see how that works. I went ahead and have one already done.
Oh, thank goodness. No, I'm kidding.
You were sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, she's going to sit there and color all those in. No.
I would have said it if you'd have kept going. I'd have been like, what are you doing, girl?
No, 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 no. I have some moments where I'm smarter and brighter. There aren't many, but I have few. Okay, that one is there. I am going to go ahead and color in this little guy. I'm going to go ahead. I think I used the dark. All right. So I didn't want to color in all of him. I don't know. I had played with him to have him like be a gray and all that. I just didn't like it. So I went ahead and colored him in with just in the yellow, right? Because I can make him be whatever I want him to be.
Yeah, he's cute like that.
Right? He just little boy, I'm really bad at the coloring tonight. Wow, I can't stay in the lines for nothing.
You know what? We can't see that. It looks beautiful. It looks perfect.
That's my goal. Zoom the camera out so far that you cannot see my coloring mistakes. Okay, let's get this guy to go. All right, so because you're going to stamp way better than me. You're better at this than I am. All right. And your cards are like super cute. Mine are super easy. Yours are super like wows. Yours are wow cards. All right. So I want to put this behind my deckle. So I just add a little bit of glue to the back and then put that down on top of my scallops where I want it to go, determine how much I want to show. And then I'm going to use some dimensionals on the back of that as soon as I figured out where I threw my dimensionals. I threw them somewhere, but now I don't know where they went. So I guess we're using different ones. Wing it. We're just winging it here. All right. These guys, this goes on the front of my card. It helps if I put this down first. And that's a little long, but you know what? I have scissors to fix that. Actually, it's not too bad. I did okay. I did all right. And then this guy is going to go right on the front, right there. Okay. This is also going to go right here. And this guy's going to get popped up on top like this. But I'm going to go ahead and put this white one down as well. I love the deckled rectangles. They just add a little bit extra to that non-perfect cut, right? Now, what I did was I went ahead and I took my flowers. There are 2 flower dies in there. And I went ahead and I pre-cut a bunch of flowers just so I'd have some to play with. And I cut them in the bubble bath, the lemon lolly, and my lemon lime twist. Now for this one, you do want to use the larger size flower because it's going to color these, it's going to cover those balloons. So I need 1 pink, 1 green, and 2 yellows, but you can kind of see the fun little flower confetti that you can get when you die cut those. Okay. Put those back in the bag before they go flying everywhere. All right. So I want to put those here and I'm going to add dimensionals to little mini dimensionals to the backs of these. Don't worry about the hole right now because we're going to cover that up here in a second. So I don't care about the fact that there's a little dimensional kind of poking through on the other side. So don't worry about that. We're just going to add a couple little minis. And I started with the top balloon first. And what I want to do is I want to kind of put the flower on there in a way that it just kind of covers up that balloon that you don't even know it's there. You might have to play with it a little bit to get it exactly where you want it. You're just going to add that to cover up that balloon. And then I came in with the green one next, and I'm just overlapping that a little bit. Again, just kind of play with it. And then I'm going to do the pink, overlapping those 2. Just change your pattern on your flower a little bit to see if you can cover up as much of that balloon as possible to get that. Look how cute that is.
That is cute.
Isn't that cute? So instead of balloons, he's carrying a balloon flowers. And I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this to pop this up on my card. Put a little one there for good luck. And then this is going to go right here. Isn't that cute? And again, super easy, right? Now what I can do is I can use my gems, my little classic dots, and I can take the mini classic dots and I can put them like right over top of where those dimensionals are showing. So the dot's going to just stick right to the backs of those dimensionals. Just like that. Now, we always talk about, you'll hear us talk a lot about like your characters are just kind of floating out in space. Like we want to make sure we anchor them to the page, right? So you can see how he has a little bit of gray underneath him here. I don't know if you can see that very well. There you go. You see how this one like kind of looks like he belongs on the page, whereas this one looks like he's just kind of floating out there, like he's floating in the air with the balloons, right?
Yeah.
I want to anchor him down a little bit, so I can use like just a soft, the light smoky slate. I'm just adding a little bit of gray underneath them. And remember that if you feel like you get too much, you can always come back with the color lifter and just kind of like disperse it a little bit by going over top of it. And it just kind of lightens it up a little bit and gives it a lighter shade. What do you think, Mary Ellen?
Love it.
Right? Cute, right? Now with this one, I did use the word so tiny, so precious. Babies are a blessing. I did do a ribbon on here. So I just did a loop with my baker's twine, tied that, hold and make it the way you want. I used a little mini glue dot. Added that down here, like about where his hand is located. And then added my ribbon or my twine, trim that up. Cute, 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 cute. Oh, the other thing I did do on this one also, and you can still do it. I tend to do this a lot where I add things after the fact because I forget to do it when I'm doing it. I did add a little bit of Wink of Stella on him. So I went around like all the white areas and just made him a little on the glossy side, right? So you can just kind of slide. I'm just going to slide my baker's twine out of the way here and pretend that I did it earlier before I forgot. Isn't he cute? There. So I just add a little bit of Wink of Stella to give him a little bit of blingy look, right? The last thing I did on this, and like I said, you don't have to use the words we're using. You could do this instead. You could use, I actually pulled it out because I thought, well, maybe I'd try this. You could use something great to celebrate you. Right. That did not come out very well. So the nice thing is when you have scrap paper, you try again. It's a little better. And then I can just trim this up. So if I want to do I can cut it out and make it how I want. Something great. So I could put the something there. And I could put something great here. And I could do the to celebrate. Something great to celebrate, right? Just like that.
That's cute. I love
Isn't that cute?
Mhm.
And then you could just stamp the word, you could mask your stamp and stamp the word you just in the inside then, or use the die cut and just put the die cut, the little cutout piece of you in the inside. So there are so many ways that you could go with this as far as doing your greeting. What I did was I did stamp the little character, but I just stamped the balloons. You can see a little hint of his ears there, but we're just going to ignore those are there. And what I wanted were the balloons. I think I did a little bit better job on the envelope where I just got the balloons. And then I used the same blends that I've been using, the Bubble Bath, the Lemon Lolly, and the Lemon Lime Twist to color those in. What do you think?
Love it. That's my favorite.
Right? That is so cute. I just love it. So these were super simple cards. I do have a couple little, Mary Ellen's going to show you her cards next, but I thought just quickly, I would just show you a couple samples. I have gone to an event the last couple weekends, and here's a card that we made at that event. And then here is another card. Aren't they cute? And then this was one that I saw. So these are actually similar, but you see how easily you can change out the critters, right? Well, it's got a glare. There you go. Right?
Yeah.
So easy. So, all right. You ready, Mary Ellen? We're going to switch it over to you.
Okay, so I'm going to show you this really cute little trifold card. And what you're going to get in your packet is Betsy. I don't know if you realize, but we have to send a whole sheet of, we sent a whole sheet of 8.5 by 11 because there's no other way to do this without sending a whole sheet. I thought you could do less, but it's not going to work. And I'll show you why here in a minute. So the other pieces that you're going to have is a piece of the new lemon lime twist ribbon that comes in a combo pack. You're going to have a piece of cardstock. Yours won't be embossed. I have mine embossed already. This is lemon lime twist, a piece of white, basic white. You'll have a piece of the designer series paper, or you're going to cut the piece of designer series paper. I'm sorry. And then all the measurements will be in your tutorial. And then you have a scratch paper for stamping your greeting and your little turtle. So let me show you how this fun fold kind of comes together. I'm going to set those out of the side, out of the way. So you're going to start by getting a ruler or using your paper, and you're going to measure down on the left side 3 inches, and you're going to take a pencil for this. Now I would normally use my favorite ruler from my bestie, this one right here, but you can't really see it. So I chose one. I use that ruler all the time. Thank you for that. You're going to measure down 3 inches and make a little tick mark with your pencil. And then you're going to come over here and measure up 3 inches from this side. I'm going to move my paper up a little bit. Measure up 3 inches, just like that, and make a tick mark, just like that. And then you're going to cut from this tick mark to this tick mark. It's the only way you can do this. I started to think maybe we could cut it in half, but it won't work. Tick mark in the channel, just like that. And then I rotate my paper till my tick mark down here is in the channel. So you're not going to see it all because I've kind of have it wide, but then I've got it kind of zoomed in, but then I'm going to cut it, and you're going to get 2 pieces just like this. Okay. So now we're going to do some scoring, and we are going to score this paper. I got to make sure I do it right. Okay. So we're going to score it at 4 1/4 right here. And then we're going to score it at 8 inches. Okay. So I'm going to set this one aside. You've got your card scored, and you're going to fold it like this and then back on itself, just like that. Okay. And you're going to use your bone folder and make nice crisp edges. Now we're going to set that aside and bring in our paper pieces and do a little measuring and a little scoring on those. Okay, so let's start with the basic white, and we are going to make a tick mark with our ruler. We're going to bring our ruler in again, and we're going to go down 1 inch on the left side with this is just so you know, this paper is 5 1/4 by 4. So we're going to go down 1 inch right here. Okay, and we're going to bring our cutter in. And we're going to go from the tick mark here to the corner. Okay, so see how I moved that into the corner?
Nice. I wondered how you did that. I wondered how you lined that up.
So anytime that I've got a corner on here, I want to pull my blade down. I never want to pull my blade onto a point like that, because it's probably going to kind of tear the paper, and you don't want to tear your paper.
Yeah, it gets all crumply on the end, right?
It gets crumply. That's exactly right.
I don't know if that's a real word, but that's the word I use.
Let's go with that. If you're ever wondering, like, okay, which side do I have to go down on? You can always set your paper on and go, okay, I need to measure down on my right side on this one. So on my lemon lime twist, there you go. You said it before, say that fast.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go down 3/4 of an inch and make a little tick mark with my pencil.
So it was 1 inch on the white and 3/4 of an inch on the lemon lime twist.
That's correct. And then again, put your tick mark in the chamber and then your point right here, making sure your cutter is not at the point side. And then you're just going to cut that off. Okay. So that's going to fit in here if I did it
Which
right.
embossing folder did you use, by the way, on there?
I actually used the basics folder. It's a 3 combo set. It's an online exclusive.
Did not get those. They are, oh my gosh, I want them. And I did not, I thought, oh, I don't need those. I don't need those. But I've seen so many things. I now need them really desperately.
No, I'm pretty sure that you need them.
Yeah,
Okay,
I need them.
and again, just to see, I know I want to come down on this side, so I'm going to use my ruler and I'm going to come down. I got some hair here. That's my hair. Hold on.
Remember that stress. All our hair is falling out because we're stressed, remember?
And I'm going to measure down 5/8 of an inch. So I'm going to just make a little tick mark. I've got black there, so I'm going to go in a little bit. And again, I'm going to cut that from my tick mark. Don't make it harder than it really is. It's not that hard. If you follow the tutorial, it's not that hard. Hopefully everything matches. I think I'm going to put that away for a while.
Yeah.
And goes there, and this one will go here. And so we're going to do a little assembly. So I can go ahead and adhere the basic white.
It was interesting that you did not tell me I had to include an entire sheet of paper in with my packets. You kind of sprung that one on me here.
I know. Well, I was trying to do it. Differently.
This is totally worth it, though. This card is so worth it because it's
you
so
get
cute.
You get 2 out of 1. You get 2 out of 1. I don't know if I said this or not, but I know we could pre-cut this for them, but I think one of the things is doing it yourself and learning the cut. And then you can take that and you can do it over and over again.
Absolutely.
So I'm not going to adhere this yet because I'm going to tie the ribbon around it, and I can go ahead and do that now. So we gave you a length of ribbon about 9 inches. I probably cut a little bit more than that because I didn't use a ruler. And you're just going to tie it in a knot. There's no bows or anything like that. You want it to be over here on the left side because you're going to put a little tag with your little character, your little critter, as Betsy likes to say.
I don't know why I call them that, but they're critters.
Yeah.
Must be a Pennsylvania thing.
Maybe it is.
Maybe.
Okay, so now I can go ahead and adhere it. There's my little hippo. Okay, so that's the front of my card, just like that. So we have included the tag. Did I say I had a tag? I had a tag. Oh, I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. I just put it back. Okay. So we've got the little tag here. And before I do anything else, I want to stamp my turtle, and I'm going to use Memento ink. I'm going to stamp my little turtle just like that. And I'm going to do some coloring, and then I'll go ahead and die cut him out. So I wanted to use the lemon lime twist, the ones that we gave them in their packet. And so I've got light. Oh, I got the wrong ones.
Which ones did you pull?
Parakeet Party.
Oh, they are close.
Okay, so I'm going to color my bits and pieces of my little turtle with the light. So there are little tips and tricks. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and do it on the camera. And I'm not too worried about going outside the line like Betsy did, because I'm going to cut him out. So I want a little dark around his snoot. I will know that's going to be dark where his shell comes out, where his legs and arms come out of the shell. And then I'm going to go back in and do my blending. So I go light, dark, light. You've heard me say it before.
Yep. It's always a good reminder. Yep. Light, dark, light, because it's always good to they say it's good to work with like where it's already wet, right? It's always because it blends easier.
Yeah, so now I'm going to get, I gotta make sure these are the right color. I'm gonna get my light and dark in color, which is the wild wheat. I like this color. This
I
actually,
like it. I
some
like
people,
it.
some people
Yeah.
don't like it, but I like it.
Yeah, I'm very happy with all the new in colors. The new in colors are like, oh my gosh, they just make me happy.
Yeah, oh, good.
Yep, they just make me happy.
Maybe we're children of the 70s. So you think of them as like a little bit of a 70s type color?
Well, the moody mauve reminds me a little bit more of like the 80s, 90s, because I remember my husband and I, we bought a house and we were painting the walls of our house, and that moody mauve was one of the accent walls in my living room. Is exactly that moody mauve. So that's why it makes me think of like the 90s, and yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like those more. We are opposites. Mary Ellen is such a bright girl. She's bright and cheery, and I'm moody and muddled.
I'm gonna come in with the copper clay now and just finish the last little bit of his shell.
Cute.
His shell. This is a boy. And then I'm going to finish off with a little bright. I'm gonna make this little microphone, bubble bath pink.
There you go.
It's a girl, I don't know. And then we've got to finish off the little microphone there with a little bit of gray. Maybe we need to detail it with this dark there. Okay, cute, cute.
Very
Okay.
cute. It's the details. It's all about the details. Oh my gosh, look how cute.
I know, it's so cute. So I'm gonna bring in my machine here because I've got my little mini. I could have die cut that for you, but I did not do it. So
Okay. Well, this is a good time to talk about that little mini machine, because did you know that customers can get that?
yes, I know you need it. It's so
Yes.
pretty. So pretty.
So pretty. I love the boho blue.
Now I'm gonna try to die cut mine without any washi tape. We'll see what happens. I'm not always successful, but you'll give me some grace if I'm not.
Oh, I think you nailed it.
I think I nailed it too.
Look at
It's
you.
my lucky day. Okay, so I'm gonna set all those pieces aside in there, and that's our little turtle, and he's gonna be popped up right here on this. But there's a couple things that we're gonna do. We're going to first bring back our scrap paper, and he's gonna be popped up here, but he's singing, so he's gonna have a couple little notes, and I stamped more than I really needed to. I'm gonna clean that off. I really just want those two little notes there. And I'm gonna move him so I don't stamp his little nose. And I'm gonna stamp. There's the two little notes. Okay, so you'll see what I do with that in a little bit. So we're gonna pop him up with some dimensionals. And he is doing his little karaoke. I think he's doing karaoke. That's what I think.
He's not singing, he's just karaoke. Yep, there you go. I like it.
He's a super, that's what he does on the weekend. Is it?
There
Do
you
you
go.
ever? I love it. Okay, so he's doing his little karaoke, and
Oh
then
my gosh.
where I use the little dots. So I'm going to use the two small dots to fill in his song notes there. Just like that. Isn't that cute?
Oh my gosh, I love it. He's so cute.
Okay. And then we need a little greeting. So we're going to take the little piece here, and we're bringing in the Azure Afternoon, which is, I didn't mention, that's the color of this little tag. And this is a tag from the He's All That. And we have that, we already had that all die cut for you. And we're going to stamp happy birthday to you and just use our snips to cut that out and add that to our card. So I'm going to do that now because I knew if I did that in advance, then I would have little pieces. Never be able to find them. So it doesn't take but a second to cut out the words.
That's me. Yeah.
Right. And try to pop my scraps off the camera. So I've got to you, birthday, and happy. And I'm cutting as close as I can to the words. That's all I want to show is just the words. I don't need any extra. Okay. Happy birthday to you. And I'm going to bring my card in. Now I could put glue on the back of these, but I find it's better and easier for me. Let's see if this one's coming out. This one was sitting on my desk. Let's see.
Sometimes they seal up a little bit on the end. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it off camera just in case I get.
Don't squeeze too hard, or all of a sudden you get a big glob.
Let's see if I can just poke it out. Oh, I see it's starting to come out. Okay, here.
There you go.
I think I got it. Okay, there it goes. Just want to get this off on something. Okay, so I just like to go ahead and put a little like this. Happy birthday to you. So I just put it right on my paper.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because then
you're not getting it on your fingers.
You're flipping this all over and it's like, what? And then the other tip, and I didn't do it, but sometimes it's easier if you work from the to you and then birthday and then happy, and then you're not pulling, your hand into it. So start from the bottom and then just go up. So here's a card. Let's see.
Cute. What a great idea.
And then there's lots of room. You could add some of the musical notes. I tried a couple different things. And there's so many cute options that I decided to leave it like this. And then you could add some of the notes up here. You could just put another greeting, or you could just write a fantastic message. So there's card number 3.
Nice.
Okay. And let me just rearrange my desk a minute. Put my dimensionals back so I know where they're at.
Oh, trust me, I keep losing mine. They kept popping off everywhere. I still don't know where that other sheet went.
Well, I have to tell you something funny about this next card, Betsy. This is so cute. This is a little bridge card. I love it. Okay.
So
you
cute.
I show it like that. You can see that this little animal here is like floating, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So this is a whole scene. So you might think, oh, how are you going to put that in an envelope? But look, it folds completely flat.
Wow.
Isn't that
Oh
cute?
my gosh.
So cute.
So
But
cute.
I'm going to tell you something super funny. So this is the bubble bath and pool party. And I did the tutorial and I cut your packages with Coastal Cabana. So
Hey,
it's okay. I think Coastal Cabana and bubble bath will look great together. So let's go with the flow. But I just want to tell you that you can stamp it your own way, right? So we're going to exactly right.
That's the whole theme of that's the theme of our existence, baby. Stamp it your own way.
This Coastal Cabana cardstock is 8 1/4 by 4 1/4, and we are going to have the long side at the top, and we are going to score it. We'll make sure we get our cutting blade out of the way. We're going to score it at 1 3/8, which is right here. 1 3/8, 2 3/4. 2 3/4, 5 1/2. Just follow your tutorial as you're doing it, and then 6 7/8. Okay, so that's going to make our card as we fold it just like this. Let me get this out of the way.
And for anybody that didn't sign up for Stamp It Your Way, first of all, you should, because you're missing out. But if you're just catching us on the video replay, just rewind us and listen to us again, and she'll go right over those measurements for you again.
Yeah, and I'm going to pull out all the other pieces. So we're going to make a couple of changes actually, because I realized when there's find it.
You are a walking mess, girlfriend. A walking mess.
It's just been a busy day here. It's been a super busy day here in the nest. We've been working on a lot of things, so it's just been super busy. So originally I had designed this with the bubble bath ombre cardstock, as you can see, as I piece this together here a little bit, from the Bright and Beautiful 6x6 cardstock, okay, or 6x6 designer series paper. As I was doing it, I realized that everyone's going to need 2 sheets of 6x6 paper, and in a pack you only get 4 sheets. So looking at this, I hope everyone can agree that just substituting the bubble bath cardstock, which is what you have in your packet, works perfectly. But I've got it here, so I'm going to use the designer series paper because I pre-cut that. But that is why you don't have the paper the same. So let's go ahead and get started with a little bit of stamping. So I've got a strip of Coastal Cabana that is, let's see, this one is a 1/2 inch by 5.5 inches. The bubble bath cardstock will be 5.5 inches by 1¼ inches. And then you're going to have a strip of basic white that is 5/8 of an inch by 5.5 inches. So these are all 5.5 inches, but this is 1/2, 5/8, and 1¼ So we're going to do some stamping with the confetti stamp and the greeting. So I'm going to start with my greeting on my, oh boy, my pad is super juicy. So I'm going to stamp off there. These are brand new pads. So I'm going to make my greeting kind of be off center just a little bit. And then I'm going to just add confetti all around it to make this card super, super festive. There's something to celebrate because you are great. Okay, so I've got that stamp just like that. Am I frozen?
Nope, you're good. That looks great.
Okay. But you were so quiet. I didn't know. I thought, oh, yeah, froze. And then
I feel like I talk too much.
no, you don't, but I was paranoid, so I didn't do something. Then you're going to layer that onto your white. And so it's just going to give a little border. Plus, it gives a little strength to your bridge. And then you're going to just layer, and more layer. And I'm going to go all the way there and add that to my bubble bath cardstock, just like this. So this will be the topper. Now I wanted to mention that because it's Stamp It Your Way, you might want to go ahead and put a scallop on yours, and that's perfectly fine. And that would make your curtain, the top of your curtain, all scalloped and totally adorable. I did not do that just because I felt like this card had a lot of pieces. But if I was stamping at home on my own and was doing this for a special, I've got a couple great nieces that would love this, then I might take the time and do that little scallop for them. So I just wanted to mention that.
That is so cute.
So I'm going to use the bubble bath cardstock right here as the background. And then I'm going to set everything aside for just a minute, and I'm going to bring that adorable little boho blue machine back in. And I want to show this die right here. So this is a little curtain. So you're just going to cut out 2 pieces of the curtain, and you'll see how that works, just like this. And then you should be able to pop that out and just flip your die over and cut another piece, just like so. Okay, so there's your little curtain pieces. Aren't those cute?
Those are so cute.
So cute. So it's just the little details. Like I said, it's just the little details. All right. So I am going.
I wasn't sure how to use them. When I saw them, I thought, well, I don't know what to do with those little curtains. So I'm glad you're showing this because I wouldn't have known what to do with those.
Yeah. So look at this as your little curtain, just like that. I'll show you that. But I want to show you how we make the little critter float. And what you're going to have in your piece in your packet is a little piece of window sheet, and it's a 1/2 inch. It's really small, so look for it. Hopefully it won't get lost. It's 1/2 inch by 3 3/4, and you're going to score it on each end. And when I say score, I mean take your scoring blade back and forth really hard, and then you're going to have just mostly a mark. And you're going to have to do a lot of bending because window sheets, you know, they're a lot tougher than cardstock. So go ahead and take your bone folder, go ahead and get you a nice crisp edge on that. And then you're going to bring in some strong adhesive. And I really recommend a little bit of tear and tape. And I've got a little bit of fuzz on there. So you're going to use just a tiny, tiny bit, maybe, well, a half inch, I guess, because it's a half inch. So I'm going to put tear and tape on each of my flaps, folds, bends.
Flaps work. Flaps work.
Okay, and so I'm going to put, well, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to only take off the cover or from the tear and tape on one side, and I am going to go up about 3/4 to an inch on the side and just adhere it just like that. Then I'm going to fold this flat. And I'm going to take off this other side. This, you're going to fold your card up like this, give it a good burnish, and then you've got your platform for your floating element, which will be one of your critters. Okay. So while I've got all kinds, I want to show you what I've got here. So
it's so nice that you can fold this card flat. I love the fact that you've got that in there with that window sheet and it folds flat.
So look at all these guys that I cut out.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
Butterfly. Okay, so I could decide, I want to have this little moose, or this is going to be the star of the show, or this little lamb's going to be the star of the show, just like that. I mean, totally.
Oh my gosh, look how cute.
So I'm gonna start by putting my butterflies. I cut out a couple butterflies. You can have butterflies on yours, you don't have to. And I'm going to put those butterflies on the back before I put anything else on my card. Then when you go to do your, let's say you're going to use this guy, because this is what I used on the main card. So I'm going to set that one aside, but I want to show you how I did it. So I took a piece of, you're putting a floating element on here, right? So it's a little flimsy. It's a little flimsy because it's designer series paper. So what I did was I adhered it to a little scrap of basic white cardstock to make it a little heavier. Okay? Yeah. And then cut it out. So I guess back in. I forgot about that.
So that's a brilliant idea. I never would have thought of doing that, to add like an extra just little layer behind it.
You know why it's so important? I think it's so important for when you're going to mail this card. Okay, because you know the post office, sometimes things get a little dinged around.
Sure. This, like you said, it's a little on the flimsy side. It just gives it a little bit more oomph to hold it up.
Exactly. So then we're going to cut them, and then we'll cut through both, but it gives it a little bit of extra strength. Okay. So we'll set it all aside, bring in our card again, and we can adhere that on now. Whoops, pop out that little piece there. Okay. And all I did was take a little bit of, you could use, probably tear and tape would be the best, just because that way, if you put it across her little skirt, then it's instant stuck, and you're not, window sheet is slippery, right? So
yeah,
if you use a window sheet, then you might be if you use a window sheet with liquid adhesive, then you might be waiting quite a while. So now I'm going to finish my bridge card. I'm going to do the top. So I only want glue. It's going to go from here to here. So I only want glue here. And I'm going to glue it just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold. Did I freeze?
Nope, you're good.
Then I'm going to go ahead and fold it down. And I'm going to lift that up, put a little glue here, fold it down flat, because this is the way it'll be mailed.
Did you hear the truck that just went by my house?
No, not now. I heard it earlier, but I didn't hear one now.
All right, so just to let everybody know, this is what happens when you live across the street from an ice cream place. And right now there's currently little league teams over there, and they're going to make every truck honk its horn as it goes by. So my apologies in advance now.
Oh, I love it. Well, it's that time of the year.
Time of year, yep. So, and that's, as much as I love having ice cream right across the street, there are some drawbacks to it.
Hey, what are you complaining about? You have an ice cream store right across the street.
I know, right? There's good and bad. As my pants keep getting tighter and tighter, there's good and bad.
Okay, so now I just use liquid glue so I could get my curtain on. So now I've got our curtain up, and then we can tie a couple bows. So I did that in advance. I just gave you a length of the sweet sorbet in color metallic. So pretty. It's just
pretty.
And so I'm going to I just tied a couple bows, and whether you do it rabbit ear style or regular, just like you're tying a shoe, it doesn't matter. It all comes out the same. And then add it with a little mini glue dot as a curtain. These mini glue dots are really stuck as a curtain tie back.
That thin ribbon, it just is so easy to tie sometimes. Some of that thicker ribbon can be a little harder, but this thin ribbon is really nice to work with when you're tying a little bow.
It's so soft and yummy and sparkly. Oh my God.
Sparkly.
I think this time I'm going to try to put the little mini glue dot down first. Yeah, that works. And then tie this other little bow. Put it right there as a little tie back. Now it's time to decorate with whatever critter we want. So I love this little hippo, and I always look at what's going to be hanging off. So part of her skirt or hand. And so sometimes I'll just hold my hand like that, and I just can glue. I know that if I glue this, I'm going to be safe putting her on there. She is supporting. She is the supporting actress in the role.
There you go.
And then we have to have a little music. So we've got our little frog playing the flute. He is the star of the musicians.
He's the accompaniment, right? Isn't that what you say? Accompaniment or something like that?
So all these pieces are pieces that you could use on yours. And then we need to add a little bit of bling. I'm going to say bling. I just put 3 of the small dots right below the words to draw attention to them. And then I like to put them right in the center of the flower. This would be a place where you could color them. You could color yellow, lemon lolly. They would be really cute.
That'd be cute, right? Yeah, that's the great thing about those, the lighter color, the white and the vanilla. You can make them whatever color you want.
So there's our little bridge card.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And it was easy to do. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than that.
I want to show you. I've got an envelope here. I want to show you how it slips right into the envelope. If it doesn't slip in the envelope, we're in trouble. But no, it slips right in.
We'll just fake it till you make it, sister.
You might have to maneuver your bows a little bit, but it'll go right in there. So cute, right?
That's very cute. Oh my gosh, it's so adorable.
So I hope you guys enjoy making this card, and I hope you'll make other bridge cards, because the possibilities are endless.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So we're coming back to video here. Coming back to me. Hi, everybody. Yay. So yes, we hope that you liked all the cards. So Zany Zoo is a fantastic suite. If you did not get this bundle or get the paper, make sure you add it to your list, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what we're going to do next month.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. June is, I can't believe how it's going to be June already. It's like, wow, where the heck is this going? It's going way too fast. So June is coming our way. Do you want to show your desktop and show us what it looks like? Let me stop video here. There you go. Look at that.
We're gonna do the Let's Go Fishing suite, which has the Gone Fishing bundle. The dies are so adorable. I mean, can you say adorable when it's kind of masculine? I think you can.
I think my dad is a fisherman, and I say he's adorable, so I think so.
Yeah, my husband is one too, so I
Yeah.
have to agree with you on that. I think that any of these cards they would both love. I know your dad, and I know he would love any of these cards from you. So I do want to say though that we since we're talking about, I know this was kind of your thing here, but I'm gonna just pop on and say that we have
Do
a
it.
little bit of a change of schedule. Okay, should we talk about a little bit of change of schedule on this one? Because
Please do.
you might be going, well, June, if you don't get it done till June 10th and the 11th and blah, blah, blah. But actually, we're gonna try to get this out. I'm gonna be still on the trip. I don't get home until June 8th. So we're gonna try to get this video done so that it is posted the Wednesday before Father's Day, because one of the cards is a beautiful Father's Day card. And we want to make sure that you get it done. And we're going to make sure that you get your kit and that you can get the cards done for Father's Day.
Fingers crossed. That's the goal. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to do our best, but we've got a lot going on. So yes, fingers crossed. That's the goal.
Yeah, we do. So
Mhm.
did you want to say, did you want to show anything from that? Or do you want to
Well,
say?
I did play with this set a little bit. So this is a card that I was playing with. I was playing this last weekend with this suite and trying to come up with some different ideas. And I just love this like monotone, boho blue, misty moonlight kind of colors. But I have all the little, what do they call those? Baubles? I am not, my dad fishes. I do not.
You've got a bobber there and you've got two lures.
Lures. There you go. See, I do not know the terminology on this at all. It's going to be terrible for me to do the video on this because I don't know the terminology. So you get these cute little guys and cute little things. But I thought, oh, well, that would be cute to like make this little rope. So there's this new twine that's out and it comes in all the new in colors. And I made like this just little rope that's hanging off my card. And it's these little guys are hanging. So it's just a fun little card, but it kind of gives you an idea of kind of what this suite looks like and what you can do with it. What do you think?
Now that card is not going to be part of the Stamp It Your Way, right?
It is not. It'll just be, it's just giving you an idea of something that you can use to, just an idea of using this suite of product, but it's definitely one you're going to want to add to your list for all the guys and the fishermen in your lives. So it's a good one.
Well, you know, you laughed about you won't know the terminology, but there's a couple little dies in that set that I wasn't sure about. So I had to go to my fisherman husband and we sat down for a minute and I said, okay, here's the stamp set, here's the dies. What goes with what? And he said, oh, that goes with that, and that's a this and that's a that. And now we'll tell you a little bit more about that next month, but
excellent.
I didn't know either, and I do fish, so, but I wasn't sure of all the, I just tie the thing for me and I can do the rest, but so yeah, so I don't know.
No, I'm not nope, I don't do fishing, but my dad is a big fan, so I can't wait to send him a Father's Day card. I'm sure he'll enjoy that. So that'll be June. Registration for June opens on June 1st. Registration will close on June 10th. That's the goal. And then we'll post the video. What are you thinking? June what?
Wednesday before, but if we get it done, we'll try to post it. We'll make sure they know when we send out the tutorials, but you know, we're going to try to get it out as soon as possible for everybody.
Okay.
I mean, our goal would be by Wednesday of that week. I think was it the 14th? I don't have my calendar in front of me, but
I don't either. If
we can do it before then we most certainly will, because we know how we are. We want to have it, but we got to get the packet to you too first. So
yeah. But if you don't make it for Father's Day, or you don't have, you know, in some cases, maybe you don't need a Father's Day card. Maybe it's for your brother. Maybe it's for, there is a nice retirement set in there. There's, it doesn't have to be just for fathers. It's just masculine or anything that has to do with fishing. So for your favorite fisher person, Doesn't even have to be a guy. But the designer series paper is another one of those that is like it's the dies, the designer series paper. It's definitely a set you want to get. So
Yeah, and even the happy birthday to you that we use tonight could be used on there. So everyone's got birthday, and I think we really struggle sometimes with masculine cards. So I think making a bunch of these is going to be awesome because you'll just have them in your stash and then add the greeting later. I have lots of people who make their cards and they put no greeting on it and they go, I'm going to wait and see who I have to send this to and personalize it for them. So I think this is a great card for that.
That's a great idea. Yeah, just wait, hold off. Yeah, and don't put the greeting on until you need it. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think one of the cards that I'm doing is a congrats card. So it could be for anything. It's just a straight on congrats. So you can make that whatever you need it to be. Retirement, graduation's coming up, high school graduation, college graduations are going on right now. So congrats cards are really good. So yeah, just remember that Stamp It Your Way is about stamping it your way. Just because we do a certain greeting or something like that doesn't mean you have to, or a folder or anything. You can make it your own, and we'd love to see what you're doing. And if there are any suites or any products in the catalog that you'd like to see us show or specialize in for like a month, let us know that too. We love your feedback, and that helps us to know where we're shining and what's working and what you love about it.
That's right.
That's right. Right. So remember to subscribe. Remember to reach out and give us a like and a love. And Mary Ellen, was there anything else you needed to add, or we think we're good?
So you might go follow Betsy at Be Creative Stamping or me at Create With Me. And you can, while we're away on our trip, we're going on a Norwegian cruise. You can follow our adventures and know when we're back in business. So just want to put that little plug in.
Absolutely. Fingers crossed for good internet, and we'll try to post what we can when we can. Bring you on vacation, baby. I am ready. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.